tonight's TFI Unplugged. Kate Mara scouting for girls. Noah, Wiley, Phil, Dunster, Rege-Jean Page. But first of all, it's the comedy czar. It's Jimmy Carr. Jimmy, welcome, well done. Last one laughing, the funniest show TV has ever seen.
It's a very simple premise. Very simple.
Simple.
You must not laugh, and it's people that are... Their whole personality, their whole reason for being is to get a laugh, and then they're not getting laughs. So it's the best thing for me is like when... Did you see the one last week?
Yes.
So David Mitchell, who I know socially, like him making small talk is what I was looking forward to. And he does this incredible song and dance routine without giving too much away.
Yeah.
And then just walks back in the room and people go, well done. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, well, they do up to a point.
He's heartbreaking.
Yeah, his heart is breaking. There's a big bass drum. What a picture, what a picture. I won't say any more than that.
Oh, so good.
But honestly, it's so funny. And I think I've figured out why it's funny. You've got a theory of why I think it's funny. And then I've got a theory of why I think it's funny. And I think my theory of why I think it's funny is probably right.
Go on, what's your theory? What do you think?
No, it's only right from my point of view, because
Yeah.
it's my theory. So my theory is it's like watching a football match, right? Because you don't know when the goal's going to come. So even when you're watching what appears to be the dullest football match, if you like football, you're not going to tune out because you never know what's going to happen. You don't know when the laugh's going to happen. So it's the expectation. It's like a live event.
Yeah, we've turned comedy into sports.
Yeah, and because you're laughing anyway at people stifling their laugh, and you know there's going to be a laugh, but you just don't know where it's going to happen. So there's all that anticipation. It's gripping, man.
I think some people are playing along at home though. There's a drinking game. There's a drinking game you can play.
Yeah.
I'm not advocating drinking irresponsibly, but you can have.
Sounds like you are.
Well, okay, I kind of am, but it's quite fun
For charity. For charity. Phone now, 020 778 7777.
Because some of it just broke. Like, it's also the weird thing for me. Like, it's a show. When you make a show like that, like, I'm there for the whole duration until they all laugh. I'm in there, right?
Yeah.
So you don't know how long it's going to be. It's a big day, and then but when I watch it back, because there was like 60 cameras in the room, so Diane Morgan just floored me because nothing that she said was up on my screen while I was watching the show, hosting it. And then I watch it back and it's like, she's just these little asides to people.
Good, man.
Oh.
I love the fact that you find it funnier watching it back than it was there, and you're crying laughing on screen anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the edit's just fantastic.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. We were trying to think of like spin-offs because you've got some skin in the game because you host it, but I know you know we all like more skin in the game than that if possible. So we were thinking about some spin-off formats.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah, go on.
Last one juggling.
Last one juggler.
Yeah, so you get 10 jugglers, right? And the first to juggle, because they can't...
Well, I can see an immediate problem with it. we get 10 household name jugglers, you know, some of the big jugglers,
Yeah.
some of the biggest names in juggling.
Uh-huh.
We get them, okay, and
Yeah.
then what? And then we start a fairground? What?
No, you just put things that are juggleable all around them. They won't be able to help themselves.
Okay, I could see it.
Yeah?
I could see it. I mean,
Balls, oranges, apples, small children, you know, whatever it is. Come on, Jimmy. Last one juggling.
you're good at radio, aren't you?
Jury's out.
Yeah.
All right, okay. You're not sold, are you?
I'm not sold on last
All right,
one
okay, what
juggling.
about this one? Last one stroking.
I think they do that already. That's sort of Love Island, isn't it?
No, it's different. No,
Basically Love Island.
because this is a family show. Yours is a family show. Last one stroking, right? 10 pet lovers, right? Surrounded by strokeable things. So you start off, you know, a bit of fur, a bit of feathers, right? And they won't be able to help themselves. Then they stroke, that one's out. First one's stroke is out. And then you build up the strokeability of the environment.
The chinchilla walks in.
Yeah, look, baby chinchillas, right?
Yeah.
And then kittens,
A panda.
puppies, a baby panda, illegally. You know, all that stuff.
Or legally. I don't know how
Illegally.
pandas work.
I don't know whether you can or not. Last one stroking, come on.
I could say, you know, it's originally a Japanese TV format.
Last one stroking?
Last one stroking. No, last one laughing is originally a Japanese format. And I went, well, last time I was in Japan,
Yeah.
I was, you know, I only work 2 hours a day. I do a night shift and that's it.
Always
Got a
on
day
though,
to
Jimmy.
fill. Well, I went to one of those cat cafes.
Yes.
Because you kind of read about these things. You walk into this place, you get a nice cup of tea,
See?
and they're just surrounded by the most beautiful cats
Last one
and
stroking.
people just stroking them.
Yeah.
I think there might be something in that.
Of course there's something in there. They have owl cafes, don't they?
I think we could do a version of that.
Last one hooting.
We could do that with kids. I think you could do that with, if you've got a bunch of kids,
Yes.
and you said, right, no one's allowed to pet the puppies.
Yeah.
And it's just full of the most adorable puppies.
Yeah. Why
It's
not?
basically torturing children. But-
Okay. No, and imagine the smell. The puppy smell. It'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
well,
Puppies smell like popcorn. Or does popcorn smell like puppies?
Yeah, man.
This is the kind of existential stuff I know you love when you come on the show. Please say you love it. Jimmy, you've just come back from touring and you're about to start touring.
I came back from Australia
Yes.
and I went because there's a spot of bother in the Middle East, so I went the long way round. I did Australia to London via Los Angeles.
Right.
So basically to prove flat earthers wrong.
You said that you're younger this series than last year. Is that right? You're a year younger.
Oh, a lot of this is new. A lot of this is new. This is all. I've had, a makeover.
When did you?
My face is like Trigger's broom.
When did you?
Even my iPhone goes, come on, mate, put the code in. Come on, just.
Face recognition.
Yeah.
Which face?
Yeah.
Which year? Oh my gosh.
Like face-tuned in real life.
When did you feel comfortable about talking about all this?
Oh, as soon as. I don't
Did
mind.
you?
I think that thing about being in show business, there's a weird thing of like you watch yourself back a bit too much.
Right.
So you go, well, I'll get that fixed.
All right.
I'll tweak there.
Okay. And do you have a regular maintenance schedule now, like a car or?
Like a car.
Yeah. Well, is there an annual service?
Sure, I get the MOT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Internal, external.
Yeah.
All right. Any headlines from that?
I mean, the hair thing was the big thing.
Right.
I got the hair done, which people seem, because it's got transplant in the name, people think there's a donut. People think I was
there
like...
is. Isn't it? Self-donut.
Well, people think I was ghoulishly waiting by the phone for news of some sort of motorway pile-up so I could nick a quiff off a corpse. It's not, obviously not. What they do is they take the hair from where you've got loads, like round the back there, and they pluck it out individually and then replant it wherever you want it, like up the front. The downside is, that sensation you get where the hairs on the back of your neck stand up? Yes. Well, if I get that now, I look like Jedward. This bit goes spiky.
You've always been there for us, and you're just such a pro. You find time for everything and everyone. I don't know how you do. You must be the most organised person on the planet. One of the most organised people, genuinely, on the planet in any industry.
I think there's an illusion with being a stand-up comic because you're one person on stage, so people imagine you're on your own. Everyone's a team. Everyone's got we've oversold for identity in our culture. Everyone's got dispersed identity. So it's that thing of like, you go, yeah, I'm organised because I've got incredible people around me helping me and supporting me.
Yeah, but you got to pick the right people in the first place, haven't you?
Yeah, maybe it was all me.
Jimmy Carr, that's what I'm laughing. JimmyCarr.com. Jimmy Carr back at Carter. All right, our next guest, big guest time now. Here we go, from the haunted house of American Horror Story to House of Cards to 24. Our next guest is an absolute nailed-on Hollywood legend. She's starring in your new favourite TV show. Even if you haven't watched it yet, trust me, it's amazing. Imperfect Women is what it's called. Continues Wednesdays on Apple TV. So please welcome a total starer. She raises the barra. It's Kate Oh my God! Congratulations! What a show!
Oh.
What a show! It's so good.
Thank you.
And you're in it with your mates.
Yeah. Well, they're my mates now.
Yeah.
We didn't really know each
Did
other.
you not?
Well, Carrie and I met when we were teenagers,
Right.
but we didn't know each other well,
All right.
and never had a chance to work together. And that was a long time ago.
Well, you're thick as thieves now.
Yeah. We've been through a lot.
If the social promo is anything to go by.
Mm-hmm.
So for people who don't know what it's about, could you frame it for us, say who's in it with you, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, so, Imperfect Women is about three best friends. And at the very beginning, this is not a spoiler, one of the friends, my character, Nancy, gets killed, and everyone is trying to sort of figure out what happened. And it follows Kerry Washington's character and Elizabeth Moss as well. And each episode is from a different woman's perspective of what might have happened to Nancy.
And Joel was on the show last week.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, and then he says, well, obviously Kate gets killed in the first 14 minutes. And I'm like, if I said that, I'd be sacked. And then, but it's okay because it really isn't a spoiler, is it?
No, it's in the trailer.
It is in the trailer, so it's all right.
Yeah.
And so for people who have been waiting for Big Little Lies, you don't mind this comparison, do you?
That's a great compliment.
We've all been like, please, Big Little, please, Reese, please, Auntie Nicole, please give us another Big Little Lies. We think it's.
I love that show.
Has anybody said that to you before?
No.
Really?
I don't think so. No, I would remember because I loved that.
Oh, wow.
It's a lovely comparison.
Well, it's right up there. So your character gets killed straight away, and then immediately we're wrong-footed. Things are happening.
Yeah.
And the other two characters, so main characters, so Kerry character and Elizabeth's character, who you're all best mates. What's really smart in the writing is that, of course, she gets killed. They're devastated for about a minute, and then it's all about them, isn't it?
For 1 minute, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So can
friends.
you explain that? Explain what I'm talking about there.
Well, I mean, the show is obviously heavy for the subject matter, but there's also lots of other salacious things happening as well in the show. And I don't want to give anything away, but as you continue watching, every episode, I think, ends in a certain way that really changes your mind or perspective of who might be, good or bad, or what's really going on with each character.
Yeah, and then immediately they get sort of post your characters competitive friends, because she told me this, and they get offended about what each other knew, as opposed to sad that their friend has just been killed.
Yeah. Have you ever met a woman?
Yeah, no, exactly. But that's why it's smart. It's like it's toe to toe, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun television.
Yeah, no, it is. And Kerry's character knows one thing about your character.
Well, if there's three people, I think typically there's always a slight dynamic change between you and I, or you and that person.
Yeah.
It's like you don't always want to tell one person the same information you're telling the other one.
So who is your best mate? When people say, I've got a couple of best mates. Oh, right. So you've got one version of you for this person.
Yeah,
one
lovely.
version for that person.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, I think the Buddhists call it interbeing.
Oh.
We all interbe with each other.
That's horrible.
Well, it's also a fact.
Yeah.
Now you've experienced this story twice, because you read the book and then you're in the show, and both times you've been wrong-footed on whodunit. And you've read the book and you're in the show, and you've still been wrong.
I'm just really bad at that. Any show that I watch where there is a whodunit, I always get it wrong.
Right.
Always.
When did you read the book as opposed to start?
Well, when I was Kerry Washington and Elizabeth Moss brought me they met with me about it. They wanted to know if I would play Nancy, and there weren't really any scripts yet available. So I very quickly read the book, which was a really easy read, and I just knew after reading it that I wanted to play her.
But you got it wrong in the book. Okay, and then you think, well, at least I know now what happens in the book. But of course, it's different again in the.
Yes, we've changed. Obviously, we had to change some things in the show.
Fun.
Yeah.
Right. So we talked outside, and I put the show on hold. Me and my wife watched it, and we were like, "This is a holder. It's a holder," because we want to get into it over the Easter holidays, right? Which is great, because we have loads of children. We have 1 million children, and we
How
only
many
have
children?
1 million.
Okay.
It was all we ever wanted.
Yeah.
And so we have 2 hours of TV time on a Friday and 2 hours on a Saturday. So it's really precious.
Whoa.
And so obviously Easter holidays you have more time, because I have to get up at stupid o'clock, go to bed at silly o'clock, blah blah blah.
Yes.
So we're very excited. However, I also want to read the book, right?
Yeah.
So do I read the book and put the show on hold?
No.
Or do I watch the show and put the book on hold?
The show is on now, so you have to watch the show now.
Right.
Because also you don't want any spoilers. People, I feel like it'll get spoiled if you don't watch it while it's coming out, right? Because people talk and.
Yeah, people do talk, don't they? They talk with their mouths.
And then you can read the book after if you love it.
When did you land here? When did you get to Britain?
A few days ago.
Okay, so there's a lot of soccer, as you say, or football. I know you're.
I'm an Arsenal fan.
Oh my God! Do you want to have the chat?
I don't know. Do I? I'm so scared. Jamie Bell is my husband, and he's the biggest Arsenal fan.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to do it.
That was good. It was needed. It was necessary.
It was okay.
It was necessary. Yeah, he's the biggest Arsenal fan maybe on the planet.
Is he?
Psychotic. It really affects our entire family.
Now, you said the word psychotic, so I didn't have to, right? My experience of Arsenal fans, and there are lots in this building,
okay,
right, is that they all seem to have psychological problems because you just said it with their football fandom, and they're like no other supporters. They're so down on their team, even though their team is.
I thought that was just an English thing.
No, it's not.
You're
It's an
saying
Arsenal.
it's an Arsenal thing.
It's
Okay.
an Arsenal thing.
Okay.
Well, just speak to that if you don't mind.
It's just like when we win, I say we.
I like it.
Arsenal is we now. When we win, it's a problem because it's stressful because we need to keep winning. When we don't win, it's a problem because we're not winning.
Yeah, no, this is it.
Just like
that is the most concise description of an Arsenal fan's mentality I've ever heard. That's what I thought. We have 2 Arsenal fans on
Oh
camera.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, they're brothers. They're wearing black because of the result on Sunday.
That ruined our night.
Yeah. So I was going to say, because there's a lot of football going on at the moment because we're at the pointy end of the season.
I know.
You would know that if you're an Arsenal fan. And because sport is huge in your life, isn't it? Huge.
It is, and now it's just bigger. Because now we have both football.
Yeah. And is it true, Kate Mara, that you have a Super Bowl clause in your contract?
No. Okay,
I
it's
wish
not.
it was.
I mean, I did one year when I was filming 24. The Pittsburgh Steelers were in the Super Bowl, and I was filming the day after the Super Bowl. I was filming 24, and at the time I didn't have a lot of clout, so I wasn't able to convince them to let me off that morning. I wasn't going to be able to make it back in time to film, and so I had to miss the Super Bowl. Right. So then I said, okay, well, anytime moving forward, if it's near the Super Bowl, we have to make sure that if either the New York Giants or the Steelers are in, that I'll be able to go to the Super Bowl. And then someone thought that was, now she has it in every contract.
So it's a good story.
It's a good story, but...
It's a bit Mariah Carey, but then...
It is. It's not true.
And also, the Mariah Carey stories aren't true, because she's been on this show. There were no puppies, there were no rose petals. I mean, we got some in, but she didn't demand any of it. It was just her people. Now, why particularly those two teams? I know you said this before, but
That's okay. Well, my great-grandfather on my dad's side founded the New York Giants, and then my great-grandpa on my mom's side founded the Pittsburgh Steelers.
How crazy is that?
It's insane.
First of all, how did you found a team originally? How did that happen? It's like staking a claim back in the day. You just stake a piece of land and then fence it, and it's yours.
I mean, you basically have the idea, let's start a football team, which at the time, it was not a popular thing. It was kind of a joke at the time.
Of course.
And I believe that they made some money betting on some horses. Yeah. My family were really big into that. They were bookies.
Down at the
and
track.
So, And then they said, okay, well, we got some extra cash. Let's start a football team.
Well done to this. Thanks for coming to see us.
Thank you.
This is amazing. The show is Imperfect Women. And as one of your co-stars says, it's just women, it's just men, because we're all imperfect because we're human beings. And human beings are made of mistakes. And the thing about this show is, isn't it? It's like everybody's got everything going on all the time. And if you go to somebody else's funeral, in the end, it's about you. Isn't it? You always, because you go, I'm at somebody else's funeral, I'm going to be sad, but I can't be that sad for that long. I mean, obviously some people are sadder than others, because you think it makes you contemplate your own life, your own mortality, and everything's about that.
It also doesn't make for good TV to be sad for too long.
It doesn't, no. You do have, considering there's a murder in the first 14 minutes, you have a lot of fun in this show.
Yeah, a lot of fun. You got to live it up,
Kate, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Give me a for Kate Mara, please. And now some music on TFI Unplugged. Here with She's So Lovely, it's Scouting for Girls.
I love the way she fills her clothes. She looks just like them girls in Vogue. I love the way she plays it cool. I think that she is beautiful. Well, she's so lovely. 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 Oh yeah, she's pretty, a fitty. She's got a boyfriend though, and there's a pity, 'cause she's flirty, turned 30, and that the age of love is really dirty. I don't know how we'll make it through this. I don't know. I love the way she bites her lip. I love the way she shakes them hips. I love the way she makes me drool. I think that she is beautiful. Well, she's so lovely. 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 Oh yeah, she is stunning. And I wonder, was she the spit when she was 10 years younger? Well, come see me discreetly, since she's got a trick or two to teach me. I don't know how we'll make it through this. I don't know how we'll make it through this. I don't know how we'll make it through this. I don't know. I think that she is she's lovely. I think that you are 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 lovely. I think that she is beautiful. Well, she's so lovely. Well, she's so lovely. Well, she's so lovely. She's so lovely. Well, she's so lovely. Well, she's so lovely. Well, she's so lovely. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know how we'll make it through this. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know how we'll make it through this. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know how we'll make it through this. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know.
Goodness, it's really big guest time. Here we go. Doctor, I think our next guest is a multiple award-winning legendary actor. Oh, yes, he is. His Emmy and Golden Globe winning performance in The Pit will be available to watch again from Thursday on HBO Max because it's season 2 time. So let's say hello to a man who's regarded very highly. It's the oh-so-smiley Noah Wyle.
How could I be other flattered by that?
It's like a defibrillator, isn't it? You should know about all that. You do know about all those. No, you're clearly such a lovely man.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I've been researching you, watching you on various things, and you are clearly a great, fantastic human being.
Well, I'm glad that you think so.
No, I don't think
Very
so.
flattering.
I know so because this show came from your mind, your heart, and your soul, didn't it?
It did.
Is it fair enough? Is it overstating the fact to say it was almost a calling?
No, I think this was coming from a very deep place. Back in 2020, during the pandemic, I was feeling pretty useless and getting a lot of mail from first responders telling me that I had been instrumental in them starting off in their line of work and telling me how hard their work was. And I felt like there was another story to be told in that arena and contacted some of my old ER folks. And that became The Pit. And it's been an incredibly gratifying experience, maybe the best experience I've ever been involved in.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So you do things for the right reasons and hopefully even better things happen. You plant the right seeds, you water the right seeds.
I think the intention was in the right place. We just wanted to put a spotlight back on this community that has been, working ceaselessly for years now without a break. And their morale is flagging, their ranks are thinning. And ER 30 years ago was really responsible for swelling those ranks to begin with. And over the last 30 years, those numbers have dropped, especially after COVID. And so we wanted to do something that highlighted the heroism of these everyday individuals that hopefully will inspire the next generation to want to go in that line.
Yeah, and boy, have you done it. It's funny, isn't it? Because as the public, we are very grateful sometimes, but mostly ungrateful most of the time.
It's these people attend the worst day of your life, 4 times an hour, 12 hours a day. So they play a numbers game, and to you, it's a significant event. To them, you're one of many. And sometimes we don't have all the empathy that we should when we go in to see them, when we're made to wait for long periods of time. We wonder why we're not getting the service we'd like. There's usually a good reason.
Yeah, my mum was a nurse, your mum was a nurse.
Yes.
And it's interesting, isn't it? Because we go, one of my children has just spent some time in hospital and is completely cured now, but had a serious infection for a while in his bones. And we went in there, we thought he had like some kind of bite, and he was in for 10 nights, 10 days. And they gave everything to him all day and all night for the 10 nights and 10 days, and for the 10 years before, and for the, you know what I'm saying, don't you?
Sure.
And the 10 years afterwards. And the great thing about your show is it's 15, it's one shift. And so much, how much can happen in 15 hours? Well, as much as you like, or as much as the world throws at you. And the thing is, you know, your show is 15 shows for 15 hours, but then tomorrow there's another 15 hours.
Correct.
And by the way, 15 hours is 9 short of 24, so there's another 9 hours in between. And it's just colossal, isn't it? And that's why this show is so good, my friend.
I think that we're examining the aggregate toll of that type of work on a physician over a career, and how unanalyzed that can take its toll on the mental health of the people that are in these jobs. So this is really a very accurate depiction of the American healthcare system right now, but it's at its heart is a character study of somebody who's going through a mental health crisis and doesn't know quite how to acknowledge it or seek the help that he needs.
Yeah, and like, you know, because of our experience with our mums and having been around all that, we also know, and it's in the show, all these, you know, all these.
Did your mother show you any compassion? Because my mother, that was all used up by the time she came
Of course,
home.
it's like when I finish the show, I go home, I'm the most miserable person in the world.
I was-
for the 20. You know what it's like.
I was raised with 2 words: "You're fine." You're fine.
Yeah.
Was what I heard more often than.
Yeah, and
anything
also
else.
she was right, because compared to the people she'd been looking after,
I was fine.
You were fine, because that's the point. But you know that their secret sauce is the gallows humour,
Yes.
which is also in the show, isn't
It's
it?
the only way to survive.
Of course it is. Now, also, because it's so intense what's going on in these 15 hours, these 15 shows, when you cast, I mean, casting is always important. Of course it is. We know that recruitment is really, really important. You know, we know that you've got to be careful when you hire B players, no matter what you're doing, because they're only going to hire C players because they don't like the threat, so you want to stick with A players. It's really important when you're casting a big show like this. It's even more important when it's such an intense show like this, which you talk about a lot, because it's about how are they going to, you know, how are they going to strive and survive as a gang of actors in this particular situation. And so you're having to read people not only from their talent, but also what are they going to be like to hang out with for 3 months, because you can't. It only takes one bad apple to ruin a whole bowl, doesn't it?
That's very well put. I sent out a letter with our casting director to all of the actors that auditioned for our show, sort of as a mission statement, and I described the process as being analogous to like an early Robert Altman movie. We're gonna throw a happening. You're gonna come and you're gonna find a character and you're gonna inhabit that character 12 hours a day, whether the camera's on you or off you, whether you're in the foreground or the background. You're gonna be giving a live performance that's gonna play in real time in concert with the rest of the narrative. Bring your creativity, bring your enthusiasm, leave your ego. We're looking for professionals that want to buy into something, that want to be part of something bigger than themselves, and want to hide out from the world for a little while. And I put that out there, and all the right people answered the call.
One of the things the most touching things I took away from season 1 was when your character advises a family that are about to be bereaved. So they're with a very close relative at an end of life situation. The relative may or may not be conscious, may or may not be able to hear what they're saying. And we do know, don't we, from various people who know what they're talking about, that one of the last senses to go is hearing. So, you know, and when you think your loved one can't hear you or sense you in the room, sometimes they can. I don't know how they figured this out. And your character advises a family on the 4 things they might want to say. Which, can you share that with us?
Sure. That was an episode I was gratified to also write. And when I was assigned that episode, I found there's this lovely Hawaiian ritual called Ho'oponopono, which has been translated to the 4 things that matter most, where if you say them to a loved one who's passing, it can really help with the grief process. And they're very simple. It's, I love you, thank you, I forgive you, please forgive me. And those simple 4 things tend to really have a catalytic effect in expressing the unexpressed.
Can you give us those for one more time?
Thank you, I love you, please forgive me, I forgive you.
I'm going to share that with the team at the end of every show. Thank you, I love you, please forgive me, and I don't even need the last one, do I? No, it's great meeting you.
Likewise.
It's a real joy. Can we hear it for Noah Wyle, please? Thank you. Okay, The Pit available on HBO Max. That is HBO Max from Thursday. I've done my job. He's done your job. All you got to do is watch it.
Unplugged in and ready to go. Ocean colour scene. The Riverboat song.
new single, out now.
Hiya, sexy!
China girl.
All right, our next guest is your favourite footballer who never existed. He stole our hearts as Jamie Carr, Jamie Carr, Jamie Carr, Jamie Carr. And now he's starring in the brand new comedy Rooster, which you can watch on HBO Max from Thursday. So let's get our Phil of the Totally Brill, Phil Dunster! Fantastic! You look awake. You're happy to be here.
I am very happy to be here. Also, I love that you don't wear shoes.
Yeah, I don't wear shoes. Bit of toe scrubbing.
Guy is at home.
Yeah, look at the black toe. Look at the black toe.
Hello.
Look at that black toe. Look
This
at
is
that.
what we like on a Monday.
This is because I'm a runner, but I don't ever talk about it.
No, of course.
Look at
You
this
didn't
one.
mention that last time as well.
This is gruesome.
Wow, that is gruesome.
Isn't it?
Is that going to fall off?
Yeah, we probably.
Okay.
Yeah, they usually do.
They smell good.
As do you, Phil. As do you. Congratulations on this show. It's great, mate.
Thanks.
It's so good. It's called Rooster. It's available on HBO Max from this Thursday, and it's so funny. It's created by the same team who put together Ted Lasso. They put together Shrinking. That's not a terrible pedigree, is it?
No, it's good. Bill knows what he's doing. Bill
Yeah,
Lawrence,
he does.
he's
Tell us
the
about Bill.
creator. So Bill, it's really easy to remember. So Bill was one of the creators on TED, along with Jason and Brendan and Joe, and he wrote this piece. He wrote a guy who was originally called Phil. He's called Archie now. And he was like, hey man, I've written this guy. He's a British guy. He's a real douchebag. I thought of you. And so, so I took no offence. But yeah, so and Bill he has real great pedigree of writing.
So funny.
It's funny. So it's in therapy for it. But
Okay. Well, you're getting paid, so that's all right.
literally, I don't care.
You
Keep,
don't care.
if he's happy to cast me.
And it's a good show, man, because it takes its time, and for a 25-minute per ep show to take its time, that's sort of it's brave / confident. It's got a lovely rhythm to it. It looks like a movie, you know, and basically it's a gang of four, isn't it?
Yeah, 4 to 6 of us, and that's a real Bill sort of staple where he's like, it's a hangout show, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, you want to just be with those people.
Yeah, yeah.
It's heartwarming, but it's also complicated in that like the funny thing about Bill's shows, and Matt Tarsus as well, who's the other creator, they make people feel very human because they have quite down-to-earth scenarios, and then they end up doing mad things in response to it, which is the thing that you really want to stick around
of course
for.
it is.
But at the centre of it is Steve Carell, who, by the way, if he was in the UK, I think he'd be Sir Steve Carell.
Yeah. Well, he should be anyway.
Yeah.
I think we should do a few of those
Can we
ones.
do an honourable
dish a few of those out.
knighting for...
Don't you?
Yeah, he would be a good knight.
So Steve Carell.
Sir Steve.
Sounds great.
And he basically plays this writer who comes to give a speech about a book at this liberal arts college, sort of like an Oxbridge in America. But really he's there to check up on his daughter, who is going through quite a severe... was going through a really bad time because her husband, played by me, is cheating on her with a grad student.
Okay, and he's in at the deep end, Steve, as this author Rooster, because he gives this reading, and then certain students pull him up on it, and
Yes.
he's like, oh, God, here we go again.
Yes.
And then the don of the college is an old mate of his who wants him to come in as with a professorship as a visiting professor.
Hang on, God,
Yeah,
he's good.
yeah, and
God, he's good.
No, because it's a good show. It's a really good show, and you think, why am I watching this? Because it's all made up. No, but I'm still interested in it. Because when sitcoms they're too made up, I'm going like, this is funny, but you know, what's he giving me? But this gives me more. Man.
Yeah. Well, I think it's someone on the show said, it's a comedy that doesn't give all the answers to the audience, and I think it's a good way of putting it in that it's a really interesting place to set it in an institution, particularly in today's world, where it's a sort of it's supposed to be this kind of bastion of ideas being able to be challenged and learning new things, and it's a sort of sort of place for free speech to thrive, and yet it's under threat more and more these days, and the generational cultures are so polarized that doesn't really seem like you can keep it lighthearted.
Yeah.
And my Archie is a Russian studies professor, and I was like, man, that feels like that's pretty spicy. And Bill was like, yeah, but we'll make it funny.
Yeah, no, and he does make it funny.
He does, because he doesn't, but also they don't lean away from it. There is a sort of, I don't know, they lean into sort of that intergenerational culture. There's a lot of sort of reference of wokeism and...
Ideology meets pragmatism.
There you go.
That kind of thing. So Steve Carell is your father-in-law?
He is.
How is that?
Well, Steve Carell plays my father.
No, let's I prefer it my way.
Yeah.
I prefer it my way. Because I think, here's me. I think that's what he might be like if he was your father-in-law. Do you know what I mean?
I hopefully wouldn't be quite so awful if I was his son-in-law. But
no, you wouldn't be. But
yeah.
I don't think you'd be like that as a son-in-law. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying...
reading into it.
You want him as your father-in-law.
You do. He's a very paternal presence. And also, we were sort of speaking before I came on. He's a very lo-fi kind of dude, in that you wouldn't... I think for someone of his pedigree, you'd sort of be like, he could sort of get away with being a bit of a diva, but he's just the opposite. He really is.
He seems to be.
It's not beyond me that he's like a super mega amazing comedic icon. But you also have to try and stay professional. And when we were shooting, there's a scene that him and I have in my house, and a lot of the stuff a lot of stuff gets shot that doesn't actually make it.
Are you talking about the wrestling scene?
Not talking about the wrestling.
We'll get onto the wrestling in a minute. This man has wrestled Steve Carell for cash.
Yeah, in my pants. And he was, he's the thing that makes Steve Carell so fun is he's so playful and his face is so malleable and he makes very weird noises. And I think we really enjoy that because we're like, yeah, I think that's my inner spirit, and he's managing to do it in a really funny way. And he was doing that. He was riffing with some of his funny, odd noises, and I just was like really cracking up. And what happens is when the coverage is on Steve, so the camera's just on him, and you're right behind the camera so that he can sort of, keep a close eye line to the camera. And that's the point. You need to just give them full focus. And I'm there cracking up, and my brain is going, "Oh my god, it's Steve Carell!"
Yeah, I would do that.
Mad Steve Carell stuff. And you're like, "This is your job, Phil. Please, for once, focus, man."
But it's Steve Carell.
It is Sir Steve Carell.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is so funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the wrestling scene.
The wrestling scene.
So obviously wrestling scenes are choreographed to a certain point, even in real wrestling, but I suppose even more in this. But then they're not in the end.
Yeah. Yes. They leave space for God to walk through the room, and that was what happened when.
For God to walk through the room.
Well, that's what they say. Isn't
I
it?
love
you do
that.
The work you do. That's something that Jason Sudeikis actually referenced about the way that he approached Ted was that. You do. It's all 95% of it is hard work, effort, sweat, blood, and tears, and then when it comes to it, you just got to let God walk through the room.
Phil, it's great to see you, man.
Thanks for having me.
You bring the joy, man. Phil Dunster, everybody. Rooster is available on HBO Max from this Thursday, but just generally HBO Max. Not Sky One, HBO Max. Rooster, he's in it. It's going to run forever. Phil Dunster, one more time. Okay, now here with their brand new single. These are the good days. Scouting for girls.
I got everything I need when you just sat here next to me. No phone, no TV on. Just put a little music on. And I used to want so much success and money to buy more stuff. Spent my life trying to make it big, just to prove I was worth something. It took me too long to understand. My life was sat there waiting as I was making all the plans. And these are the good days. These are the best days of our lives. And when we get older, we look back and say they were golden days. And these are the good days. These are the best days of our lives. So take a little time out, 'cause all we got is right now. I got everything I need when you just sat here next to me by the ocean, skimming stones, thinking about how fast they grow. never believed in much, but God knows I've seen the power of love. And my friends, my family, in every face I see. It took me too long to realize that I had everything I hoped for when I opened up my eyes. Now these are the good days, these are the best days of our lives. And when we get older, we look back and say they were golden days. These are the good days, these are the best days of our lives. So take a little time out, 'cause all we got is right now. These are the good days, these are the good days, these are the good days. Darling, right here, right now. These are the good days, these are the good days, these are the good days. Darling, right here, right now. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba, 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 ba-ba-da. All we got is right now. These are the good days, these are the good days, these are the good days. Darling, right here, right now. These are the good days, these are the good days, these are the good days. Darling, right here, right now.
All right, huge guest time. Here we go. From the Duke to Dungeons and Dragons to Saturday Night Live's SNL. Here in the UK, our next guest is an absolute superstar. Triple A, quadruple A, who knows, even beyond. He's starring in the brand new rom-com, You, Me and Tuscany. So please welcome a man who's all the rage. It's Rege-Jean Page!
I gotta wake myself up on the Monday.
Killer Cardi. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. How is it generally? How is like you in the last 5 years?
A lot of lack of sleep in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
It's busy in the best way. I'm here, there, and everywhere, and it's a joy to kind of get to slow down and do a little bit of romance every now and then.
Nice, nice. You mean it's a proper big old rom-com, isn't it?
Yeah, and we haven't had one for a minute. We haven't had a big rom-com for a minute. We haven't had one in theatres across the world. We haven't taken a big old swing on love. And I feel like that's the whole point of love. You've got to take big swings.
I like it. So we have Anna. Anna,
Yes.
played by Hallie.
Yes.
You play Michael. There is a
Yes.
Matteo.
There is a Matteo.
So we need to get this sorted. Can you give us a bit of order to this chaos?
Well, no, because the joy of the rom-com is chaos. And
Yeah.
you kind of have to work through 90 minutes to get to it.
All right, well, let's get her to
Yeah,
Italy.
yeah.
How do we get her to Italy, first of all?
How do we get to Italy? She is stuck in a rut. She is a lady who's stuck in a rut in her life. She's a little bit stuck, bored, doesn't know what to do. On a whim, meets this man Matteo in a bar. He's lovely. And he mentions this house that he doesn't live in Italy. And she's like, well, I'm not going to let that go to waste. Hops on a plane to get away from her life into the Tuscan countryside.
Yeah.
Breaks into his house, as you do, to have somewhere to stay because all the hotels are full. And chaos ensues.
Right, is she a house sitter by trade?
Yes, she is a house sitter by trade. Well, technically, she gets fired very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Spoilers, my apologies. And then decides to go house sit freelance.
I think that's a fun job, isn't it? House sitting. It's got to be a fun, especially if you're getting with the right crowd.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Get to see the world that
Do
way.
a bit of that.
It's like Airbnb, but for free.
Right, so she lands there, and the family of the guy who really does own the house.
Yes, he does.
So
She doesn't, he does.
Matteo owns the house.
Yes.
So they come and they find her, and then she has to pretend something. Should we say what she pretends is going on
I
then?
think it's in the trailer, so we can go with that one.
Okay.
She ends up, so the family find her in the house, and they're like, what on earth are you doing here? And naturally she goes to, I am engaged to your son. And so they go, great, you are our new daughter, embrace her into the family.
Yeah.
Chaos continues to
She keeps this going for a while. It's all good, and then you pop up.
And then I pop up. I am a sad, broken man who runs a vineyard handsomely in the Italian countryside. And she thinks she can fix him, and maybe she can.
Yeah. So she bumps into you in the vineyard?
She bumps it. Where does she bump into me? No, I think I'm stealing her food at one point.
Because you start to water the grapes pretty quickly together, don't you?
We do water the grape. They need watering.
Yeah, they do.
We tend to the landscape. I don't see anything wrong with
All right, no, nor do I. No, and definitely nor does she. I mean, that's the thing. So then she falls in. So her character falls in love with your character, and then obviously
in and out. And
yeah,
in
there's an unexploded bomb here, primed, ready to go off because Mateo's bound to turn up somewhere.
Oh, Mateo, who happens to be my brother, by the way.
Yeah.
So she is fake engaged to my brother/cousin.
Yeah.
Adoptive situation.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Just for the southern audience.
Yeah, and then it's all good.
Probably. There's almost certainly a happy ending. I'm not going to lie to you.
Now, when I've seen you in interviews, I've seen you on various interviews with Hallie, and you seem like you get on extraordinarily well together.
We do. She's delightful. Like,
Are you actually in love in real life?
No, we're not.
Okay, fair enough. I just thought I'd
Good
ask that. Okay. So obviously you get on really well, and that was very helpful. And you say, how can you not get on with Hallie because she's so nice? And she brings all the party to the.
Well, she's one of the few human beings on the planet where the best adjective is delightful. She's
delightful.
Genuinely delightful. She brings this kind of sunshine into her. She's a person who's played a Disney princess.
Yes.
Who is a bloody Disney princess.
Oh my gosh.
Like, she has that energy about her. She walks on set and just flowers start blooming and everyone starts smiling. She has that whole birds land on her finger. Do you know what I mean?
No!
It's terrifying.
Birds landing on an actual thing. You've seen that happen?
I haven't seen it happen.
All
I'm
right.
convinced it does.
Heard about it.
I am convinced. She stops and kind of watches butterflies go by.
When did you make the movie?
We made the movie last summer, height of the summer. I remember.
25?
25, summer 25.
It turned around pretty quickly.
It turned around very quickly.
Yeah.
We were very, very keen to get it out. Like, folks, there was a desire for this.
And what's your affinity like with Italy now? Is it forever,
It'll forever be a piece of home. Just because, like, when you do kind of ground yourself in such ideal circumstances, it's hard not to take that to heart. You know?
Yeah. We look forward to the special screening tonight.
Thank you very much. I'll see if I can wrangle you an invite.
Special screenings.
Special screenings.
Have your own, as I say, in cinemas from Friday, 10th of April. It's all around the world. You, me, and Tuscany, starring Rege-Jean Page.